All right, and we're back. Hey, everybody. A little bit of an interruption there. We'll get everything back here. Pretty lucky nothing happened before now. I had almost everything on the backup power, but not the part that mattered. We know that now, right? So nothing happened with this area of rotation. I switched over and watched that while everything was coming back online. We do still have a severe thunderstorm warning over here to the east of Appleton City. I want to be clear about that. We were watching some radar indicated rotation, so they went ahead and put a tornado possible tag on this severe thunderstorm warning over here, but I have not checked since I've gotten back online. I mean, there's still a little area of weak rotation getting started. This is the stuff that we have been talking about as possible out here in this line of storm. So we're going to want to watch this one until this one is all done. We do see a little bit of weak rotation there, but there's no warning, no tornado warning. There is a severe thunderstorm warning that's been put into effect for that area. So let's go up 13 Highway over here to Deepwater. And I can tell you that there is a tornado possible tag also on that. No surprise, due to some possible rotation here around Deepwater, right? I'm sure. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, if it's weak. It is weak, but tornado possible tag. So basically, here's what this all means. Tornadoes are possible still along this line. This is a linear orientation. We can have those quick little spin up tornadoes, and sometimes we don't even catch them. They can be that fast, but are possible along this line. So all of this is severe thunderstorm warned for strong wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, some 3/4 inch hail, and tornado possible tag. So let's just kind of watch this area here together. So we do have one active tornado warning. I was kind of watching that cluster there. We do still have one active tornado warning. I'm gonna leave it on velocity because you guys can see where there is still weak rotation right here. Radar indicated, so nothing confirmed. We haven't missed anything, I don't think. Over here off to the north and the east of the Warsaw area for still some weak rotation in this as well. So we're tornado warned over here for the next 25 minutes. This will be the neighborhood out here towards H Highway, B Highway. Everybody needs to be in their safe space out here for some weak rotation. This one is, yeah, this is not along the line. So that's one we want to pay attention to. This is a good warning because this, like I say, if something like that comes down, we might expect a little bit longer duration on the ground out of that one. So 25 minutes for everybody to be in your safe space if you are out here in this warned polygon, H Highway, M Highway, B Highway, all out to the south of Lincoln. That is our only active tornado warning right now. So we can go over to velocity and we can see that there are not so much right now, not so bad. Couple little areas possible to trying to get some rotation going. Not uncommon at all in these segments. We just need to wait them out. That's probably not your biggest concern if you're over in Lowry City right now. There's just one heck of a thunderstorm about to knock through with some strong wind gusts over there, right? But we'll keep an eye on those areas as well. So we can talk about the good stuff. I can go ahead and draw you a line where you are done. You can say that was fun. So that includes everything off to the left of your screen of that horrible line and those arrows that I just drew. So you're all finished up. I think there's still some thunderstorm activity coming through this way. Tornado warning just dropped. So let's go over here and see why that is. Tornado warning has dropped for the Deepwater Truman Reservoir Management Area, 7 Highway, Z Highway, 13 and east. So let me go ahead and draw the whole polygon out here for you, out towards Leesville and Tightwad. You guys have a tornado warning, radar indicated rotation for the next 23 minutes, take you up to 7:30 p.m. So everybody needs to go to their tornado place, to your safe place and pay attention. Let's see what is happening with this. Radar indicated rotation in the thunderstorm near Deepwater. This is 9 miles south of Clinton, moving east at 60 miles per hour. So we have some radar indicated rotation. It looks like it's between Deepwater and Gaines. How about that? That's where we're seeing some radar indicated rotation right now. So as this moves off to the northeast. So what's in the path of that? Definitely Gaines, definitely Cole. Everybody needs to be in your safe space out towards Leesville and Tightwad. Again, tornado warning out there, radar indicated for the next 22 minutes. I hear more sounds. What's that about? Hey, Matt, thanks. I appreciate that. I was just kind of listening to see what the next warning is. That might be a flood-related thing. I'm not seeing anything else crop up. So I'm going to go back to my two main areas of concern, which really I'm going to do this again. I think that was helpful a minute ago for the big power outage. So this is the area that we're paying attention to right now. We can get some quick little spin-ups, and we can prompt a couple of tornado warnings, which we have right now. So that's what's happening in the area as this big push of storms has now made it over here along the 13 highway corridor. So that will take us up here to Deepwater, where we have had some radar indicated rotation. Unless somebody knows something, I do not. I think we have weak rotation. Nothing is confirmed. That's what I mean. Going over towards like somewhere between Gaines and Cole. But this would be headed east or northeast. So everybody, Cole, Tightwad, Finey, Mount Zion. Is that Finney? Somebody will message me. Irate. Probably not irate. Missouri towns are fun. Okay, so that is our first warned area. Then we have over here, let's go back over here to the other side of Warsaw and see what's going on. We have 20 minutes left on this tornado warning, and some very big weak rotation out here, you know, along H Highway, B Highway. Nothing crazy, but enough to pay attention to. So 20 minutes is not that long. If you're up to the northeast of this polygon, just stay safe for me. Stay in your safe space. H Highway, B Highway. There is some rotation overhead for you guys right now. So those are our two tornado warned areas. Not surprising in all of this. Okay, we have a new tornado warning for radar indicated rotation. This is just gonna cover the whole area now. So this is gonna pick up Warsaw, Lincoln, Cole Camp. Tornado warning out toward 52 Highway at Cole Camp. Does not include Stover. Does include U and A highways out to the north of Cole Camp. So they've put this together because a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was 8 miles east of Deepwater or 10 miles southeast of Clinton. We have radar indicated rotation, and the hazards are tornado and quarter-sized hail into this as well. So let's go ahead and put up big velocity here and see what we see. So I do see possibly some weak rotation along H and B again. So overlapping. Here is the polygon from the first warning, and then there's the polygon from the new tornado warning. So it's all about this rotation here along H and B. Don't see confirmation. Do see weak rotation at least. So don't see confirmation that anything is on the ground. Just plenty of weak rotation, which actually kind of disappeared right there in that scan. It's hanging together. So there is rotation out there along H and B. So 33 minutes is what we need to be sure that that has passed over our heads completely and we are safe out there in this area. So we'll go back over here towards deep water. We still have an active tornado warning for the next 17 minutes as this thunderstorm is moving across 7. So this will be between like Gaines and Cole. Here is 7 U Highway, Truman Reservoir Management Lands. And so what we had been seeing is some rotation in there as well. Still no confirmation there that anything has touched the ground. But enough rotation there to be concerned as well. So all of that is going to push off to the east. It's going to go probably between Tightwad and the town I don't know how to pronounce and go over towards Racket and Max Camp as well. So we'll watch for that. There is some weak rotation all along that area now. Looks like it's going to get Z Highway there. Z and PP Highway are probably the neighborhoods of concern to be paying attention to over there. So essentially, back out, all of this area right here, we have seen weak rotation in the last little bit. So we're going to pay attention as this pushes through for some possible weak rotation to become not so weak rotation in there. Yeah, I think it's all about this stuff back here. I think it's all about this stuff right here, you guys. Tightwad, fairly weak rotation, kind of middle ground rotation. So we're going to want to watch all this as it comes through like Racket, Max Camp, and gets over to like 65 highway territory. That is all the neighborhood that we need to be watching, y'all. So be in your safe spaces, 30 minutes, as all of this area is now under a tornado warning. Fine E. I don't know where I'd be without you, Faith. Fine E. Thanks. I had to skip over that town like 5 times. I don't know how to say it. You guys can see it. Great. So I think this is the area that we're watching. This scan actually looks just a little bit better. But there's still rotation going on here, you guys. So we're going to pay attention to all of this area for sure. Coming across over into Racket, Teal Bend, Truman State Park, and Max Camp. Everybody needs to be in your safe space, including Finey. In your safe space, please. Not seeing confirmation again that anything has touched down. Not seeing anything that makes me want to look for that. Just listening to warnings, no confirmations. I don't think no confirmations of anything that I have not told you. They're going to go ahead and tornado warn the southern part of this cell as well. Here's the new one. Tornado warning now in effect for the next 42 minutes for northeastern Hickory, southern Benton, and northeastern St. Clair counties. This will go till 8 p.m. for tornado and quarter-sized hail. Again, all based off of this radar indicated rotation. So I'll hop down here onto this radar and see. We will just kind of watch all this together. All rotating kind of up and down this corner here. Okay, so who needs to be in their safe space? Everybody in this circle. There you go. For about the next 40 minutes. These are not known to be long track tornadoes. If they do touch down, in fact, they're known for what they're doing right now. They're known to produce these pockets of rotation. They're known to spin up fairly quick and then move along with the body of storms. So it's not the stuff that we were talking about this afternoon that's out in front of the line, where those things get on the ground and they can be there for a very long time, like 43 minutes the other night over in Kansas, headed towards Bates County. It wasn't on the ground, but a little bit in Missouri. But yeah, 43 minutes that thing was on the ground. So that's not this. Okay, so use that to calm your nerves. That's not this. Very common to see pockets of rotation like this. Got to warn them because they can put down a tornado. Like I say, there's still some rotation in here. And so all this will get warned on account of that. So everybody needs to be in safe space between Lincoln and Warsaw for sure. A few minutes out from crossing 65 highway. While we're watching all that, we have a severe thunderstorm warning picking up a big chunk. Kind of the same situation here, you guys. Appleton City and south. So a new severe thunderstorm warning now picking up Appleton City, but we're really talking about this edge of thunderstorms here for 60 mile per hour winds and up to 1 inch hail. Again, wouldn't be too surprised to start to see things, but nothing's going on there now, spinning wise. That's great, but it could. Is this an update here? The tornado warning for southeastern Henry will expire at 7:30 p.m. Storm has moved out of the air for the warning will be allowed to expire. So we're talking about this one that we've been talking about. It's this corner. It's not the whole thing. We're still talking between Lincoln and Warsaw, but you guys right here, 7 highway down to Z, Leesville, Tightwad, and Finey, you guys are good. Let's see what is happening now as this moves over in towards Lincoln. So it's still there. It's still rotating. I would love to say I don't see anything anymore. But I do. So got to be honest about that. So no confirmation, just rotation. So safe space, Cole Camp, Lincoln, and Warsaw. Got to do that. That is important right now. Cool thing is I drop down to the south after like Warsaw, maybe over the reservoir. I don't really see anything spinning. Which is not to say there's nothing going on down there, right? It's Scout Reservation. It's some light rain right now. You're going to pick up some heavy, heavy thunder and lightning. Look at all of the lightning between here along Z Highway, ZZ Highway, and then I know you want me to see how big this hail is right here. There's some 1-inch hail in there, barely, but it's probably 3/4 inch hail along Fox Run and Finey. So we have really two big areas of tornado warnings still that we're watching for some radar indicated rotation. It's really right here. Okay, we can cross this off the list. You guys are good. And we're watching this for the next 37 minutes and 22 minutes up there to the north. We have not seen anything try to put down a tornado. We have a little bit more rotation up here though, don't we? Just as soon as I say that. Yep, a little bit more rotation wrapping up here just off to the southwest of Lincoln. So some tightening up rotation south of Lincoln. Everybody in Lincoln, safe spaces for sure. Do have some indicated rotation just off to your southwest, just a couple of minutes from passing over 65 highway there at Lincoln. You guys are tornado warned for the next 21 minutes. Could possibly keep moving out towards like south of Coal Camp along H Highway and B Highway for some continued rotation, but it was wrapping up just a minute there ago. See how fast this stuff is, how it kind of pulses with the line, how it doesn't do the same thing for a long period of time. That's sort of how this goes. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8 p.m. This is talking about the tornadoes in that squall line, capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage. Near Warsaw. So here we see we could have spin up tornadoes, but we could have 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts or more. Moving through Warsaw right now, just about to impact Warsaw. Going to head straight off to the east, so potentially damaging winds and possibly those little spin up tornadoes. So lots to pay attention to down here southwest. So 65 highway coming into Warsaw is that area of concern. Still had a little bit of rotation going on up here to the north as well, last I checked. So you have two things to be concerned about. Pointed out pretty well here. There is some rotation. There's also strong, damaging, potentially straight line winds down to the south. And so this is coming into Warsaw now with some ridiculous winds. And a little bit of rotation as well, kind of up and down this whole column, but not to be expected. So hang tight here in Warsaw and heads up out towards H and B. Okay, so this is the situation for you all right now. This is potentially damaging straight line winds. They're all going to continue to take their track off toward the east, northeast. And they're going to push out this way down here as well. So you have a tornado warning, but you're also looking at some possibly damaging up to 60-mile-per-hour plus straight line winds down in that area. Out here behind the front, we are good. We are done. We have another hour, I think, of some moderate rain. There's some some areas of patchy rain in there. Look at all the storm reports that we will get to go over for in the morning. Thunderstorm, wind damage, all over the place. Rich Hill, thunderstorm, wind damage there, and our tornado up in Belton. So they were calling it a relatively brief touchdown. You guys, some of you were watching it here with me, but everybody behind this line, it's just rain showers for now. So I think I will hand it off. I will continue monitoring things and posting anything that develops through the evening. Let's go down and touch on the Veda real quick before I run. I think that there's nothing going on down here. You do have a special weather statement, right? Yeah. Those are still some strong thunderstorms left to track through, but they're getting pretty patchy, right? So you do have, here's your tracking line. So there are still some thunderstorms left to find you guys in the next. Let's go ahead and put a track on it. In the next 1 to 2 hours. Actually, Rich Hill could still be seeing thunderstorms about an hour and 45 minutes from now, or 2 hours from now. So those are still left to track through for your neighborhoods. Not severe warned. And the stuff out to the west is not even, doesn't even have a special weather statement on it right now. So that's good news, but more thunderstorm activity down there as this cold front finally pushes its way off through the region. So, all right, time for Greg to take a break. I will continue monitoring things, posts, and I will jump back on here if I need to. Thanks in a major way to State Line Group for sponsoring tonight's severe weather coverage. I will keep an eye on things. As I do, as I always do. Appreciate everybody joining me. It means a lot. And I will be talking to you later.